Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and hopefully you have enjoyed our videos with regards to the COVID pandemic and how it's affected the world of poker. This story is a kind of feel-good story, and the reason is it is an initiative by a Poker Go, Poker Central, and then also Run Good Gear, and specifically it is to help the freelance poker media, which of course is really suffering as many people are suffering right now. But we are fortunate to have our good friend and president of Run Good Gear and also the Run Good Poker Series, Tana Karn, who helped initiate this great cause, and also how they decided to have a real fun way and a poker competitive way, of course, in our way of poker, how to fundraise for this event. They've already raised well over $10,000, and you have until May 3rd to donate. I'll put the link below on where to go if you are interested in donating. But welcome, Tana. Tana, thanks for joining us and talking about this great initiative, my friend.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me and helping spread the word about it. Really excited for it. It kicks off today, so we're hoping Jeff Platt, his stream will start about 2 p.m. Pacific time. But more importantly, I guess just to understand better about the fundraising part of it all and how it's interactive. Folks are pledging towards the fund, so basically pledges range from $5 all the way up to $100. Each champion or each company brand per se. So we have Poker Go, we got Global Poker, we have Run Good Gear. Each have set a streamer to play 10 tournaments over the next 3 weeks. So 10 tournaments each week. So a total of 30 tournaments. And the way it works is if you pledge $5, every time they are in the money, part of that pledge will go in towards the fund. So, very similar to someone saying, hey, I'm going to run, 10 miles. Would you like to pledge $1 per mile? And then they run 10 miles. Very similar to that. But of course, it is that sweating aspect because when you're watching your champion and watching your streamer, they start off with a $300 or 300 sweep coin budget. And basically, at the end of it, after they play all 30 tournaments that they choose, the person with the biggest bankroll at the end of the fundraiser will win all of their pledges into a private qualifier tournament for the Pro-Am event that we'll be holding in the PokerGo studios that's live and filmed. With media personalities, celebrities, athletes, you name it. So a really cool way to reward people for giving towards the freelance media folks right now that are hurting, but also more importantly, just having fun with it in a time when we don't really have sports.
So let's talk a little bit about the specifics. They will be streaming where? Will they all be streaming on Twitch, or where's their? Or it depends on which champion we're talking about.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Jeff will actually be streaming on the Poker Go Facebook Live site.
Okay.
And then our champion Jamie Kurtstetter will be streaming on her Twitch channel. And then the Global Poker is Brian Frenzel of the Golden Blazer, and he'll be streaming on his Twitch channel as well.
Perfect. And so just so everyone understands, there are going to be 30 tournaments. Each champion, or really representative of those three, will be playing 10 tournaments during a week on a specific day. So for 3 weeks this is going on. They'll be playing in 30 tournaments. If you are interested, you would donate. You can do a one-time donation, by the way. That's not a problem. But a lot of people are donating a certain amount to the team. Anytime that champion cashes, then that pledge gets put on. So if they cash, let's say, 10 out of 30 times, then if your donation was $5, then they would be given $50 to the fund. The champion, which has the largest bankroll, will get that seat into that All-Star Pro-Am event, like Tana said, but there's a little twist to it as well for you as the donator, right, Tana?
That's right. Yeah. So if your champion wins, you choose correctly. You want to be people rooting for these guys and girls that are playing. So if they end up winning, then you get a private ticket into an online qualifier with all the other pledges for your champion in particular. And there'll be 3 seats up top that we played for online in a poker tournament for the Pro-Am event. And the seats are worth $550. But more importantly, I mean, just the experience of getting to play at a filmed event in the PokerGo studios I mean, we're going the whole 9 yards with it. I mean, celebrities, media personalities, but more importantly, just the aspect of, when you watch stuff on Poker Go, just being in that studio, but also, the same thing when they did for the High Roller Bowl. They're filming everyone. There's featured tables. We'll be rotating them in and out. So it'd be your moment to shine on stream.
So all it takes is a $5 pledge per event. So I don't want for people to think that it's only $5. The donation pledge would be $5 per cash. It would be capped at 30 caches because obviously the person would have to cash 30 times, all 30 events, which, as many of you know in the world of poker, that'd be pretty tough. That'd be pretty tough for them to cash out. If they did, they should get an award in and of itself. But but on average on the site, they're estimating 10 caches, which even to me, that seems like a lot as well, because that'll be tough. So I think I just threw the gauntlet down to all these guys right there. But any donation of that pledge, 3 people will win a seat. You'll play a private qualifier online, and 3 people from that group. So let's just say RunGood, Jamie Kerstetter earns the most money. Then anyone who backed Jamie Kerstetter, not really backed, but really put their pledge toward Jamie Kerstetter, you'll be invited to an online qualifier, and there'll be 3 seats. The top 3 people will win a seat into that All-Star Pro-Am live event. I'm focusing on Jamie because that's where my pledge went toward as a RunGood ambassador and believing in Jamie. So that's where my pledge is. And so everyone out there, definitely make your pledges toward this. I think that the donations are available through May 3rd. But Tana, explain a little bit about how this is done. I think a lot of people want to know where and how the money will be distributed, and just so people feel comfortable that this isn't just going to the 3 companies. How is this going to be done? Because it's actually being distributed independently of your 3 companies, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And we try to make it as clean cut and clear as possible, and we want to make sure the funds got to the right people. So the beauty of it is, with working with 3 companies, there's a lot of eyes on it. So it's not there's a lot of transparency to it. So with PokerGo and Global Poker, RunGood is actually going to be handling the funds, and we've done this in the past with a couple of other initiatives that we've done. When we did it for Hurricane Harvey for down in Houston for their relief fund, we've done stuff with American Cancer Society, and more importantly, we've done it for Operation Gratitude, which gave care packages out to soldiers overseas. So we're in a very familiar place with us for doing charity events like this. So we'll be handling the funds, and what we actually did is we wanted to make it very streamlined. So we got in contact with 3 of the biggest freelance employers in the industry.
Right.
With Poker News, that would be Chad Holloway, Rob Kirshton, who handles the World Series of Poker, and then as well as Matt Clark, who handles WBT live updates. So 3 individuals, and of course we encourage anyone else that feels like they qualify as freelance media poker or freelance poker media to get in contact with us as well. Contact us at rungoodgear.com. Shoot us over a utility bill, and then also a reference of who you've worked for, so that way we can do our due diligence and make sure that you qualify. But the main focus is that we're asking for utility bills. We're going to be paying utility bills for the freelance media, just more for the sake of, also it gives us a good way and a good number to receive actual invoices, or not invoices again, or actual bills, so that way we can reconcile it from the account and make sure everything is upfront and transparent, and we can actually deduct accordingly and know where the money is going, and it's not some arbitrary amount. Who needs it more? It's just basically based on send us utility bills, and based on the number that we're raising right now, we're hoping that since the World Series of Poker got canceled, there's going to be this huge drought of live events throughout the whole summer. So we're hoping to really help out and keep the lights on for a lot of folks for the upcoming months.
Yeah, it's a great cause, and really kind of focused, obviously, in the world of poker for freelance media. It's definitely, they are a unsung heroes in the world that we live in. Of course, there are a lot of unsung heroes, and there are a lot of causes that we could be helping out. but this is the one that you have chosen, and I celebrate the fact that we are choosing something to help out with. And I know that I've talked to a lot of people that I've done work with in the world of media, and that they are, it's a tough time because obviously the World Series of Poker is such a huge part of their yearly revenue and salary, right? And because they work for these 6, 7 straight weeks, that's how they make their money. And then all of a sudden, it obviously just got postponed, and we're not 100% sure if it'll even occur later on in the year. They're targeting the fall, but they're not even sure. But even if they do have it in the fall, you're talking about a 4, 5, 6 month stretch where, well, they expect it to have some kind of money, and they're obviously not having it at all. In addition to that, you guys are taking it to another level, of course, as Run Good Gear. The Poker Go shop is run by Run Good Gear, and not to be outdone, we have to have some great logos, some great gear, and there is a Keep the Lights On hoodie. You'll be able to see it right now. I'm showing it here. Tell us a little bit about that, and it's a very exclusive hoodie, right?
Yeah. So we wanted to create something where, it's limited edition. It's 50 print only. 100% of the proceeds will go towards the fund. So just something fun to pick up. I know, whether or not you want to do a one-time donation, you want to do pledges, or you want to pick up a piece of item just to commemorate the initiative and what we're doing, and of course everything that's going on with these times. We always want to give as many options to someone if they can afford it, to help out and put forth something towards these guys who it's hard to describe what they do because they do so much, right? And it's a lot of unseen stuff in the sense of they're there when cards are in the air, right? They're there counting chips on break. They're there doing updates. They're doing stories. They're talking to you. They're remembering names. They're remembering little hands that are big hands that happen. And as in course of a tournament where you have, some of the smaller events where you have like maybe 6, 7 tables to the bigger events where you have 20 to 25 tables. So they're out there trying to capture everyone's moment. They're wanting to create something online, a little piece about the hand that you were in, so you can share it with your friends and family. And that's what, poker is half the fun is about is sharing your success stories and also sharing your bad beat stories. And these guys cover it all. And they're there doing it from sun up to sundown. And when I say sundown, I mean, when you bag up chips and basically, you head out and you go get a beer to celebrate, and you're excited, and like, hey, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Those guys are up still. They're doing seating charts. They're organizing it by name, by table. They're waiting for seat counts from the tournament, and then on top of that, they're also waiting to do recaps and making sure that the chip leaders written up about, and some of the big hands and some of the pros that are playing and stuff like that. And they really create a lot of the backbone of the enjoyment of poker. And, that's one of the things that we really wanted to just let those guys know is that, hey, I know the world is an absolute shit show right now, but we're going to make sure that we hand you or give you guys a hand and make sure you get through these upcoming months.
Yeah, and people don't realize, like you said, when you leave, they're still there. When you're waking up, a lot of them are already down there prepping up and preparing, especially if it's a live stream and all of that kind of stuff. So kudos to you for helping out. Again, in the link below, there will be where you can go and make your pledge. I'll also put the link below where you can pick up one of the Keep the Lights On hoodies. And I will also say, go to my Twitter page or subscribe here below. I will be giving away one of these Keep the Lights On hoodies to one of my followers here on YouTube or on Twitter. So definitely stay tuned for that. And again, Tana, really appreciate it. Really think this initiative is great. Again, as we said, as of the moment that we have done this interview, which was April 27th, there's already over $10,000 pledged, and hopefully we can more than double, triple that, so we can hopefully continue the funds going out. Tana, thanks so much. Really appreciate it as always, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Bernie.
Tana, thanks so much. Really appreciate you coming on, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and be sure guys to like and subscribe right here.